Ever wonder why we do dumb things with money, like constantly buying things we don't need? Or finding it so hard to save? Is there a way to overcome this? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of behavioral finance to uncover the hidden forces shaping our money decisions. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about something super interesting and super important: behavioral finance. It sounds daunting, but we'll try to break it down into smaller and easy to understand chunks. It's all about how our brains mess with our money choices. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why we make certain financial decisions and how you can start making smarter ones. What is behavioral finance? Have you ever wondered why you sometimes make decisions that don't seem logical, especially when it comes to money? Behavioral finance is a fascinating field that helps explain this. It combines psychology and economics to understand why people often make irrational financial decisions. Instead of always acting logically, we let our emotions and biases lead us astray. Traditional finance assumes that people are rational and always make decisions that maximize their wealth. However, behavioral finance challenges this notion by exploring the emotional and psychological factors that influence financial behavior. Let's look at an example of how it works. Imagine you're at a store and you see a shiny new gadget that you don't really need, but really want. Even though you know it's not in your budget, you buy it anyway. You've just made an irrational decision on spending your hard-earned money. That's a perfect example of behavioral finance at work. This field was popularized by psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, who discovered that our brains are wired to make these irrational decisions. Understanding behavioral finance is crucial because it helps us recognize these patterns and potentially correct them. When we're aware of how our minds can trick us, we can start to make more rational and beneficial financial decisions. Behavioral finance opens our eyes to the hidden influences that shape our financial world, helping us understand not just what decisions we make, but why we make them. Common behavioral biases. Why do we often hold on to bad investments or follow the crowd without thinking? These actions are influenced by common cognitive biases. Our brains are full of shortcuts that can lead us astray, especially when it comes to money. Let's break down a few of these biases. First is anchoring. This is when we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we encounter. For example, if you see a jacket that's originally $200 marked down to $100, you might think it's a great deal, even if $100 is still over your budget. Our brain took the initial information, which is $200, as a point of reference, and make a decision based on that, i.e., $100 is a good steal compared to $200. Shoppers perceive the discounted price as a great deal, even if the final price is still high for your budget, or even if you don't need it. Second is loss aversion. We tend to fear losses more than we value gains. This means you might hold onto a stock that's plummeting in value because you don't want to realize a loss, even though selling could free up funds for a better investment. Or imagine you pay $50 a month for a gym membership but rarely go. Even though you don't use it, you keep renewing it because the idea of losing the money you've already spent feels worse than saving future payments by canceling. Third is herd mentality. This is the tendency to follow what others are doing rather than using your own analysis. For instance, if everyone you know is buying into a hot new cryptocurrency, you might feel pressured to join in, even if you don't understand it. We call this fear of missing out. This happened to me when I bought an altcoin in the last crypto bull run without making any in-depth research, but mostly relying on my friend's advice. By recognizing these biases, we can start to question our impulses and make decisions based on facts and logic rather than emotions. How to overcome these biases? Is there a way to train our brains to make better financial decisions? Absolutely. Overcoming these biases is all about awareness, education, and planning. When we understand how our minds work, we can develop strategies to counteract these tendencies. The first step is awareness. Just knowing that these biases exist can help you catch yourself before you make an irrational decision. Next is education. The more you learn about personal finance, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions. For example, let's say you want to invest in stocks. Instead of jumping on the latest trend, take the time to research and understand the fundamentals. This way, you're making a decision based on knowledge, not hype. Lastly, planning is crucial. Having a solid financial plan can keep you on track and less prone to impulsive decisions. For instance, setting up automatic transfers to your savings account can help you save consistently without having to think about it. By combining awareness, education, and planning, you can start making decisions that align with your financial goals rather than your immediate desires. Practical tips for smarter financial decisions. What practical steps can we take to start making smarter financial choices today? It's one thing to understand our biases, and another to actively work against them. Thankfully, there are some straightforward strategies we can implement right away. Start by being aware and educated. Learn about common biases. Educate yourself on common biases like anchoring, loss aversion, and herd mentality. Knowing they exist can help you spot them in your own behavior. Reflect on past decisions. Review past financial decisions and identify any biases that may have influenced them. Set clear financial goals. It's important to define your objectives. Clearly outline your short-term and long-term financial goals. Having specific goals can help you stay focused and avoid impulsive decisions. Whether it's saving for a house, paying off debt, or building an emergency fund, having specific goals can keep you focused. Try writing it down. Documenting your goals can provide a reference point and help you stick to your plan. Create a budget and stick to it. Having a detailed budget is also crucial. Create a detailed budget that outlines your income, expenses, and savings targets. Knowing where the money goes in and out gives you more information on your biases. Make sure to do a regular review of your budget. Regularly review your budget to ensure you're on track and make adjustments as needed. Next, automate financial decisions, savings, and investments. Set up automatic savings via your online banking or app. This is a powerful way to ensure you're consistently putting money aside. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account each month. This way, saving becomes a habit rather than a chore. Utilize automated investments. Consider using robo-advisors or automatic investment plans to maintain a consistent investment strategy. Doing your research is another crucial step. Before making any big financial decisions, take the time to gather information and weigh your options. For example, if you're thinking about investing in a new stock, look at its performance history, read up on the company, and understand the risks involved. By following these practical tips, you can start to take control of your financial future and make decisions that benefit you in the long run. Understanding behavioral finance can transform the way you handle money. By recognizing our biases and learning to counteract them, we can make smarter, more informed decisions. So, start being mindful of your financial behaviors today. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. What's one financial decision you've made that you'd do differently after watching this video? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips on mastering your money. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep an eye out for a brand new way to save and invest.